Melania humiliates Michelle and Hillary. Rock state dinner with stunning secret weapon by Rebecca DeCirio, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. First Lady Melania Trump had risked everything by shunning an event planner for the Trump administration's first state dinner. If anything went wrong, the blame would fall squarely on her shoulders. So when she rocked the state dinner with a stunning secret weapon, it put Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton to shame, as Melania crushed them and their legacy in doing only what Jackie Kennedy could do almost 60 years ago. History is made in a moment, and that moment came for Melania Trump last night. Ever since Melania Trump came to Washington, D.C. to fulfill a role as our nation's First Lady, she has been shunned by the mainstream media and the swamp dwellers. They discounted her as just a pretty face, a brainless former model who couldn't hold a candle to Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton, who were Ivy League educated lawyers. They excoriated her in the press with horrible reviews, making fun of her accent and judging her marriage as one of convenience. It's true. She would never come close to being the first ladies they were in their biased eyes until last night. Melania chose to hold a state dinner in the White House state dining room with 13 round tables with 10 seats at each, all lit by beautiful candelabras. The mood was intimate and magical. She didn't want the big tents that Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton used, packing 400 Hollywood celebrities and Washington, D.C. swamp creatures on the South Lawn. Michelle and Hillary's state dinners were like big Hollywood productions with rappers rapping and a guest list that included every super rich celebrity and political donor that would make donations to the Obama or Clinton election funds. The Trumps don't owe any swamp dwellers or Hollywood celebrity anything. President Donald Trump funded his own campaign along with Americans who donated to him on their own. So Melania was free to keep their guest list to 130, which included Vice President Mike Pence and his wife, Karen, General John Kelly and his wife, Sarah Huckabee, and Huckabee Sanders and her husband, and Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, just to name a few. When the president and Melania stepped out to greet France's President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte, she was stunning in a Chanel black Chantilly lace haute couture gown that had been hand-painted with silver and embroidered with crystal and sequins. All eyes were glued to her as the Macrons approached, and after the customary double-cheek kiss Europeans are famous for doing, Melania started to speak to them in fluent French, something only Jackie Kennedy could pull off about 60 years ago. First Lady Jackie Kennedy and her moment as she became an icon and stole the show when she wooed France's President Charles de Gaulle, speaking to him in fluent French. NBC reported in 1961, at the height of the era known as Camelot, President John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy visit France. The French are enchanted with the First Lady, prompting JFK to say he is only the man who accompanied Jacqueline Kennedy to Paris. Melania may have gotten off to a rough start as the First Lady, according to the liberal press, but last night even the mainstream media had caught Melania fever. They were enchanted by the First Lady too. Under the headline, Melania Trump Masters the Moment, CNN's Kate Bennett and Betsy Klein wrote, when President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump arrived on the White House South Lawn Tuesday morning to formally welcome French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte, one thing was clear: the First Lady commanded attention. That's from CNN, who hates President Trump and wishes him only to be impeached, but they couldn't help themselves. They know there are these moments when icons and legends are made, and that is what happened yesterday with Melania Trump. The leftist Washington Post reported when Second Lady Karen Pence was asked by the waiting press pool how Mrs. Trump was doing as First Lady, Vice President Pence answered for her. Breathtaking, he said, as the second couple made their way to the state dining room, a formal and intimate setting. So it would seem that the First Lady earned a solid A+ for her first diplomatic outing. They add, after dinner, the Washington National Opera entertained guests. Another big fan of opera, Jacqueline Kennedy, one of the past First Ladies who Mrs. Trump has said she admires. There were no rappers at this state dinner. She has hit her stride, and being an icon, as being an icon, doesn't require an Ivy League education. In one day, she surprised Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton as First Ladies, and it's not about just speaking French or wearing a Chanel black Chantilly lace haute couture gown or a stunning white suit with a matching hat, which I loved, by the way. It's something Jackie Kennedy had that Melania Trump possesses, an aura of class and grace. It's their secret weapon, which can't be defined in words. The little girl who grew up under communist rule had a dream to come to America, where she made her mark and is now making history, bringing back the Camelot magic to the White House. She's making America great again in her own brave and elegant way. I absolutely agree with that statement. Yes. Rappers at a dinner. I mean, what? You know, it's not like a fun festivity in that sense. It's a very elegant kind of festivity. You don't bring rappers for this. I mean, this the same way Jacqueline Kennedy wouldn't have a rock band playing at that time, like the Beatles, so to speak, let's say. I guess this was a little too early for the Beatles, but the thing is, it's just the type of event, you know? She has a lot of class. She brings a lot of class back into the White House, with Hillary looking like, I don't know, with those pantsuits that she wears. She looks absolutely disgraceful in them. Michelle had no class whatsoever. She couldn't put an outfit together to save her life. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.